Welcome, race fans, to the SimWorld Racing Network's presentation of the Quick Finishers Racing League. I'm your host, David Hillbilly Hara, and here with me is David Lafano. David, how's it going, man? I believe David's got us on push to talk. It may not be pushing
Here
to
we
talk.
go. It's been a while. Back in Bristol, man. Looking forward to it. Always fun to come back to Bristol.
Yeah, this is the Quick Finisher Racing League Cup Series. The Battle of the Coliseum 300s to 300 laps here tonight. They will go by very, very quickly. The Battle at the Coliseum presented to you by Autoserv. Autoserv, check them out in Charlestown, West Virginia. Get your car serviced. It's right there in Charlestown. Check them out. But we're at Bristol, as Dave was saying. Really kind of excited to be here. I know we raced here several weeks ago, but it's always good to get back here. I mean, it's Bristol, baby, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be wild. Looks like they got a good feel of the cars tonight. Like maybe 18, 19, maybe more than that. I haven't checked recently. About 18 cars here in practice. So, yeah, should be a good show.
Yeah.
Like you said, the laps will tick away quick, especially if we get some green flag runs. So, it'll be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be fun to bring it to you guys at home. I be sure in the chat to let us know who you're pulling for tonight. If you enjoy the content, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It goes a long way. If you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Get subscribed to the channel here. If you want to check out QFRL, you can check them out on Facebook. Just search QFRL. You can't miss them. Get in contact with the guys if you're interested in running in this league or with these fellers. Both great bunch of admins, or a couple admins, and a group of guys, though. It's always fun racing with these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. They always put on a good show. Usually it's good, clean racing. We typically get to see some good green flag runs. So hoping to definitely see that here tonight.
Yeah, so we're going to move on to high above the Bristol Motor Speedway. This is the QFRL Cup Series. Bristol, the half-mile. It's a bull ring, basically, Dave. A high-banked, half-mile track. The track almost looks like it's sitting down inside the earth because the stands here are so high. They get packed full of fans, and it's a pretty amazing thing to witness.
Yeah, and it's amazing how fast these cars really get going around this little half mile as well. The high banking keeps the speeds up. Not like your typical short track, say like Martinsville, you're really hard on the brakes and slowing down for the corners. These guys kind of roll through the corners, like I like to say. You're still carrying a lot of speed through the corners and around this racetrack.
Yeah, and looking at the times out here, they're talking about fast. I mean, 14 flat, 14.08 seconds for the top two cars around here. Third place is a 14:09. So not only are they flying around a half-mile track, they're on a short track and they're running times, within 100th of a second for the top three. Just 400ths back to fourth place James Nelson. That's crazy.
Yeah, extremely tight throughout the whole field. I mean, you're looking at the top, 10? They're only separated by, about a tenth of a second. So yeah, times are really tight here.
Yeah, this should prove to be another excellent race. Bristol provides some great racing. If you watch the real life, I guess, the NASCAR guys, if you watched them the other week, and they had we won't be having tire issues like they did necessarily. Tire wear probably won't come into effect here. You can run about 100 laps on fuel, and our stages, if I recall correctly, are going to be at like lap 75, 150, and 300 is the checkered flag. So I don't think that fuel is necessarily. I mean, you're going to have in that last stage, you're going to have to stop for fuel. So if it get on a good green flag run, these guys are going to have to make green flag pit stops.
Yeah, that'll be exciting too. I'm not sure the pit road configuration. Here in iRacing, you can run either a dual pit road where you would come down on your corresponding side, I guess, front stretch or back stretch, or you can run a single pit road. I guess I'll have to look into that to see what they are running tonight. If it's a single pit road, under yellow, they're all going to have to, I believe, come down off of turn 4 and all the way around to the front stretch.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that plays out tonight. But here's a fun fact about the Bristol Motor Speedway. Well, I'm going to say partial fact because I'm not real certain. I can't remember the exact year, but I think it was around 2014, somewhere in there. The Guinness Book of World Records was set for the longest wave. And I can't remember how many times it went around, so I don't have all the facts. But I know it was set right here because I was in the stands when it happened, and then it was kind of a big deal for the track to get that wave going around as many times as it went around that track was pretty impressive to see. And it's a half-mile track, so you get a half mile of people wrapped all the way around this track. So the cool thing about this track is that a lot of the tracks you may have a section where there is not seating, but that's not the case here at Bristol. It's like a Coliseum. That's why they call it the last great Coliseum, I think is the way they phrase that. Yeah, it's written right there on the wall. But we've got about 3.5 minutes left here in the practice session before we get into qualifying and our pre-race national anthem and such. I can't even speak tonight. But so Dave, what are the points looking like coming into this? I believe race. What is this? Race 5?
Yeah. So last week we ran at Phoenix. So these guys ran at Phoenix. The points coming in to Bristol here tonight shows Curtis Sobran as your current point leader. Running second in the points is Eric Thornton, who is sitting about 9 points back. Third place in the points is Greg Barnett in that number 38 car, who's sitting 26 points back. And fourth is Gregory Robinson, also sitting 26 points back in fourth. And James Nelson's going to round out your top 5 coming in tonight at about 31 points behind the leader. So that's your top 5 coming in points.
Yeah, and with a 20 or 18, 20 car field, whatever we're going to ultimately have tonight. You can lose. I mean, that 30 points can be made up fairly quickly because you get paid stage points. The top 10 get paid out stage points at the end of each stage. So if you can finish up front or toward the front and gain some of those valuable stage points, and then finish well, and some other guys have a little bit of trouble, then you could stand to gain a whole lot of points here.
Yeah, absolutely. Those stage points are huge and very critical. Like you said, you win the stage, you get 10 points towards the championship hunt. So, and you gain 1 point for the playoffs. So if you make the playoffs, a stage win gives you an extra bonus point going in, but you just, ever so slightly ahead of someone else possibly. So a lot on the line for these stage finishes.
Well, before we get in here to qualifying, I believe we're going to go ahead and get into some pre-race activities, so stand by. We'll be right back. Please rise if you're able and remove your hat as the United States Navy Band performs our national anthem. All right, a huge thank you to the U.S. Naval Band for their rendition of our great country's national anthem. Qualifying is set to begin here. Let's see who takes the track. See if we can get some, bring you some of this qualifying action. Qualifying goes by pretty quickly. You don't have to wait on individual cars. So we'll see what action we can catch here.
It looks like Tyrone Jr., one of the first cars off, along with Ben Campbell now.
Guys getting their tires warmed up to try to get that, their up to speed lap. Tyrone Yo, currently at the top of the board. Michael Kurgelak jumps ahead when he comes across with his lap. Then James Nelson moves into second with Campbell currently in first place with a 14.19. Michael Kurgelak, second lap, brings him in at a 14.28. Larry Stubblefield jumps up to second position with a 14.16 on his first lap. Smokey Robinson in that 14.24 lands in that third position for now. So Benny Campbell did not speed up on his second lap. Neither did actually Benny Campbell matched his first lap, but currently holds the pole position over Larry Stubblefield, who did not run a faster lap his second lap round. Zulu, believe, has taken his time at a 14.37. Get Greg Barnett. First lap was a 14.25. We'll see what he can do this time by. See if he can better that position. Oh, he did not. 14.37. Tyler Nelson's coming up to speed for his first lap. Oh, no, he brings it on down. Did not, I don't know if he caught the wall there, maybe, but he did not post a lap. I don't know if you saw what happened with him, Dave, but
I missed that one. Kenneth Pack now rolls to P3. See if he can pick anything up here on his second lap.
If he picks up just a little bit, I mean, he'll jump. Let's see what we've got here. Did he match his last lap? 14.19.
Looks like he did.
So he'll reside in that third position. We still have a couple of drivers who've yet to qualify. Curtis Auburn, who was one of the fastest in practice, now out on track. Some of these guys like to wait till late. Oh, as he loses it coming off four, so he's not going to like the way he starts this first lap. It's going to need to back off of it there a little bit, let the tires kind of warm up or cool down a little.
Yeah, I was going to say, now he's got the rear tires are that hot, so.
Yeah, first lap coming in at a 14.95. That'd be the slowest lap of the day of the drivers that have taken time.
And he is running the top of the racetrack. Not sure if that's gonna.
Oh,
he's in the wall off of four.
Yeah, so
didn't really pay attention to where the fast cars were running on their laps, but I would assume it's closer to the bottom.
Michael Bovair. Oh, he's did the same thing as the 54 coming out of four there. Of course, he did it on his first timed lap rather than his up to speed lap. Still posted just 4 100ths faster than Curtis Auburn. Times on the screen are a little different, so yeah, still 4 100ths. Okay. And he says, nope, not going to be any faster. So Michael Boone, Tyler Nelson, James Bowden, Nathan Christensen, and Cam Harris are the remaining drivers that don't appear to be taking a time.
Yeah, and it appears they probably won't here, as we got about 20 seconds left in the qualifying session.
This is the Quick Finishers Racing League. Welcome if you're just joining us. This is 300 laps at Bristol in the battle at the Coliseum. presented to you by Autoserv. Let's go over the qualifying order real quick, Dave. All right, your fast qualifier, if I can get some stuff to hide here. Your fast qualifier tonight is Benjamin Campbell in the number 27. Larry Stubblefield second will roll off second. Kenneth Pack will roll off third, with Gregory Robinson on his outside rolling off fourth. Greg Barnett is fifth, with Joshua Siegfried in sixth. Michael Kerjelek was seventh, with James Nelson outside in eighth. Eric Thornton will start on the inside line in ninth, with Zulu rolling off 10th.
11 will go to, I'm going to misspell
It's Rada.
this, Rada, Mickey, I won't even try it. It's
Just
Rada,
call him Rada.
12th will be Tyrone Yo Jr. Let's see if I can scroll this over. And I cannot.
Okay,
13th goes to Mark Hollifield. 14th, Michael Bovair. 15th will go to Curtis Sobrin. 16th will go to Cameron Harris. 17th to James Bowden. 18th will be Nathan Christensen. 19th, Tyler Nelson. And rolling off in that last and final position will be the 5 of Michael Boone.
So it looks like we've got 20th Tyler Nelson is the way I was showing it, but okay. Sometimes my iRacing or my timing doesn't really align with what iRacing has, but that's all right. As we see, the drivers have taken the grid. It looks like one driver is still not taking the field, or actually maybe two. Cam Harris and Michael Boone have not. You want to see if we can get Benny Campbell real quick?
Yeah, let me see if I can grow over here.
Our pole sitter.
Ben Campbell, Dave in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey man, good run to grab the pole here. What are your thoughts for tonight?
I'm hoping it works out well. I think this is the first pole I've ever got, and then I didn't show up to like the last few minutes of practice, trying to get a car ready to actually run Hickory tomorrow. So, we're gonna hope for the best here. At least I got somebody on the outside I can trust and somebody behind me. So, if I do screw up, I shouldn't get murdered here.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, listen, we're gonna send you back because the lights are out on the pace car. Go get them. Hopefully, we'll be talking to you after the race.
All right, thank you.
All right, that was your pole sitter tonight, Benny Campbell, and the number 27 Ford. To his outside is Larry Stubblefield, one of the very, very quick drivers here in the series.
Yeah, so it looks like lights are out. They're gonna take the green next time by. Good field of cars here tonight. We're gonna have 20 drivers trying to battle and duke it out for the win here at Bristol.
Yeah, buckle your seatbelts, folks. It's gonna get wild.
The field working their way through turns 3 and 4. That pace car should duck on off here on the exit of 4. Get this race going.
Hey, Barney has the green flag in hand. Green flag is out. They race down into turn 1. Benny Campbell working the inside line. So he's going to have the advantage.
Yeah, I think that inside will pay off early, but you're going to see most of these drivers try to get to the top. See the 3 in the wall there a little bit.
See the
tight racing off the corner.
16 of Kenneth Pack moved into that second position, was able to get around the 82 down on the bottom, but has then quickly moved right up to that high line.
We had a slow car on the bottom. I think that was Cam Harris who missed the start, so he's going to go down a lap early here.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be any problem getting that back. You know, especially we know there's a stage break. If he can just maintain and not lose another lap. Oh, he's actually 3 laps down is the way I'm showing him scored. I think it's because it showed it.
Yeah, he may have been late joining the session, but it's all single file from what I see. A battle here. A little bit of a battle between James Nelson. Who's that?
Yeah, Zulu working the inside down on the bottom there. Was able to get around and clear James off the corner. 98 Toyota. Oh, it says Mark Holyfield has crashed. Yellow flag is out here on lap 6 of 300. We'll see if we can find out what happened to the 4 car here. See him sideways there. That's a sickening feeling, especially when you're lap down there. Oh, he's trying to get going, and he's kind of stuck on the apron there. Let's see if we can find out what happened here.
Looks like him and the 48 made some contact. Not sure.
So the 48's up into the wall early. And the 4 is kind of running about a lane off the bottom. Plenty of distance between. Looks like on exit, the 4 is going to track out to the wall. Doesn't realize that I think he thought he was going to have the 48 cleared, Dave.
Yeah, just a little bit of contact. Doesn't look like a lot of damage to any of these cars. They should be able to keep them going here. So yeah, caution early in this one. We're working lap 8 of 300.
8 of 300. These will tick by very, very fast, folks. So be prepared for it.
Even under yellow, they tick off fairly quick here.
They absolutely
by quicker
do.
than you think.
And a lot of times, as a driver, you really feel like they're ticking off fast. It's like, wow, I thought I had another 50 or so laps to go to try to get somewhere. I should have made my move a long time ago.
But on the bright side, Cam Harris is going to get one of his laps back there as the lucky dog, it looks.
Yeah, he'll get one of the laps back, but then he's going to be battling with Mark Holyfield.
Actually, right now I'm showing Cam Harris on the lead lap, so maybe he's just one lap down.
I don't know why it showed him scored 3. I think that my lap counter was a little bit off because it was counting pace laps at the beginning. It counted the pace lap, and then it showed like on lap 2 when they started the race. So that could have been what was happening here with the scoring and timing.
Yeah.
But we are on lap 9 of 300 currently.
Yeah, because I could have sworn I saw Cam Harris come out of the pits on lap 1, so it makes sense he was a lap down there. Now we have Michael Boone, who is out of this race. Not sure if he even took the start.
Doesn't look like he's turned a lap time, Dave.
Yeah, so it looks like he didn't make the race or something happened. He couldn't make the race, so James Bowden is going to be the only car lap down here at 1 lap down.
Yeah, it may have been, there's a limited amount of provisional starts that you can take in this series with the Quick Finishers Racing League. And he may have been saying, hey, I've only got 3 of them. I don't want to burn one up this week. And maybe he had other things he had to go get done tonight. So he logged into the session and took off. And you'll see drivers do that from time to time because they can at least score last place points that way and not
without
have to
using
burn
a provisional.
Yeah. And everybody that did take a provisional this week, I think there was 1 or 2 drivers, will score at least 1 or more points behind them.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing Brendan Mathia in this race either. So
I think Brendan Mathia may have stepped away from this series.
Oh, that is correct. Yes, sorry. Neither here nor there, but Benny Campbell now is going to start in P1 once again.
Pace car is off. Gets us inside the Geico restart zone. He gets the option to fire off. Fires off. 16 gets a good jump right alongside him. But that inside line is going to prevail here on the start. No, the 16 gets a great run on exit of 2.
Yeah, outside lines coming in here. Good run off the corner.
New leader.
Back in the 16.
New leader, Kenneth Pack.
Greg Barnett in the 38 looking to the outside of the 27 now. Gonna make a run here. He's gonna clear him getting into 3.
Yeah, this high line is definitely the way to go, Dave. I mean, the low line looked good on the first part of this run. I mean, at the start, but just for a second, right? And then everybody would jump up top, and they were single file running around the top of this thing right before the caution.
And Greg Barnett's quicker here. He's looking to the inside of the 16. Can't quite make it stick off the corner. But I think you're right. I think the top line is the place to be. Passing's going to come at a premium here tonight.
Yeah, and basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to try to, you'll have to set a draw as the 38 gets loose. Gets down and smacks the inside wall. No caution, as it was a single car incident, and he was off track. So iRacing does not throw. Mark Coliseum.
And the four is down there too.
See what happened with Coliseum.
Yeah, Greg Barnett's rolling here now. He's got some major damage on that car.
Yeah, it did. The replay didn't really show us what happened there, and I wasn't going to rewind it as we're still green flag. He's got his nose back.
Yeah, it looks like the 38 got loose off the corner and just come down to the inside wall. But now we get the 27.
Oh, it's the 16s into the wall a little. The leader, our leader, Benny Campbell's running him down. He's looking in that mirror a little too much, I think. Says the 16 runs it up into the wall. 27 on the low side makes it happen.
I think the 16 said, "Look, you're faster. I'm struggling right now, trying to keep it off the wall. Just go ahead. I'll get you later."
Yeah, the 27 went right back up to the top. So, I mean, it's going to be all about setting the driver up in front of you. That's what I was going to get to right before that happened. You know, you want to get right to their bumper to where you are closing right on exit so that you can make that move to the inside and be alongside them down the straightaway, because in that case, you can use the inside to kind of do that. Slide job.
Yeah, one car to look for all night long is that 82 of Larry Stubblefield. I call him the king of tire saving. Gets around this place very well. You're going to see him kind of lurk back there, save his tires, and I believe make a move here later in the race. So keep an eye on that 82.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. You know, if you can stay right here in the top 5, get these valuable stage points at the end of each run, and he may not wait. You know, he may not just be content being in third throughout the entire stage, just because those stage wins come with a bonus point going into the playoffs, and I believe he's already got a win this season, Dave.
Yeah, he does. And no major battles on the racetrack right now to report. You got the 75 and Zulu kind of going at it here for this. I guess that's the 6th position.
A
little bit.
As the 80, who was it that? Well,
88 of what was that, Thornton?
No, I think it was who was I seeing? Was that Thornton's car? Completely lost those guys. There we are. No, it was Michael Kurgelak that I was seeing past the 38, and it kind of threw me off. It happened so quickly because we were just talking about, you know, Zulu running there, battling with the 75, and James Nelson's lost a handful of positions here since that battle.
Yeah, the 82 of Stubblefield has been able to get his way around the 16 to Kenneth Pack, moving to P2. Right now, Benjamin Campbell out to almost a second lead over Larry Stubblefield.
Yeah, and Larry Stubblefield's a little bit faster last time by like 1/100th of a second.
27 kissing the wall there a little bit in the center of these corners.
You said 27 and I immediately jumped to Cam Harris. I should know what the 2 and 7 looks like. That's our leader, Benny Campbell.
Ooh, that looked like a big wiggle there for the 85. Not sure, I just kind of caught that.
Benny Campbell is your leader with Larry Stubblefield in second. Kenneth Pack dropping back to the 3rd position from leading early. With Smokey Robinson just kind of hanging out there in the 4th position. Michael Kurgelak is up 2 positions from his 7th place starting spot to take over the 5th position with Zulu in 6th. Eric Thornton, who I'm really expecting to come on late here too. The 88, we know he's quick. He's in 7th. James Nelson is 8th. Curtis Saubrin is 9th, with Nathan Christensen rounding out the top 10 at the moment. This is the Quick Finishers Racing League battle at the Coliseum 300, presented to you by Autoserv. Autoserv, get your automobile serviced at Autoserv in Charlestown, West Virginia. Check them out. Benny Campbell, still your leader. There's a difference, Dave, of only 0.3 of a second now back to that 82. Larry Stubblefield is running down the 27. They're 36 laps into this race.
Yeah, Larry's very smooth here, just consistent consistent laps every single time. I've seen Benny Campbell already go up a few times there and kind of kiss the wall like he does right there, which is just kind of hurting him overall, where you watch Larry Stubblefield nice and smooth through these corners and just slowly running that 27 down.
But, I'm watching, Dave, in the past 2 laps, our leader has been, it's just hundredths of a second, but our leader has been hundredths of a second faster than the 82, kind of holding him at bay there. But I just wonder if seeing that 82 in his mirror, I've had the 82 in my mirror, matter of fact, most recently at Richmond, and it makes you run harder than you probably should.
Yeah, and our leaders are closing in on lap traffic. The 27 now is closing in on the 48 of Michael Bovair now to try to put a lap on him. Tyrone Yo just in front of that 48.
Yeah, and that's for the 15th
a lot of heavy
and 16th.
Traffic here.
They're about to start lapping 15th and 16th position here. Now, there's only 20 cars, but
yeah. 48 up in the wall a little bit, trying to get out of the way. These leaders are going to get by them. The next car is going to be the 2 of Tyrone Yo Jr. The 82 keeps taking a peek to the inside, but I think they're wrecking down here on the 85 of Tyler Nelson in the wall. No, we're going to stay green.
Yeah, it's down on the inside again. You smack that, you get loose off the corner and smack that inside wall and aren't on track, then the caution flag's not going to fly for you, which is convenient for all these drivers out here trying to make stuff happen, right? You're not getting stopped by a caution. So we see the 75 or the 54. I think it was the 54 working to the outside of the 75. Came up on the 98, kind of had to check up a little bit, and lost that position to the 75.
And our leaders just put a lap on the 89 of Rada. Put him down a lap. Rada's in the 13th position, so they're putting some cars down a lap here quickly.
Yeah, it's some strong cars. Rada's always pretty quick too. I know Catalan is in the chat rooting for Rada and Zulu here. We appreciate you shouting out your favorite driver or who you'd like to see win here tonight. Back out front, Benny Campbell still holding a 2/10 of a second, 2.5 tenths, maybe 3/10 of a second lead over the 82 of Larry Stubblefield in that Night Owl So's machine. Always quick. Again, I think he just sets back there and stalks drivers. I really do. Lets them make their own mistakes. And certainly it happens. And then he'll capitalize on that mistake.
Greg Barnett here battling with Zulu back here in the 98. Barnett is currently 2 laps down. Looks like Zulu's going to let the 38 go here.
Yeah, sometimes it's better, if they're faster, it's better to go ahead and let the lap car go than it is to try to battle it out with them, for sure.
Now Cam Harris gets around Zulu, move him up to 9th. Curtis Sobran sitting in 6th position is our biggest mover so far tonight, up 9 positions to 6, battling here with Michael Kurgelak for the 5th position.
Keep in mind, Curtis Sobran is our points leader as well here in the Quick Finishers Racing League.
Well, we got a battle for the lead. The 82 to the inside of the 27.
Falls
Can't
back
quite make it stick on the bottom.
And 48's hanging out there saying, all right, guys, y'all mix it up a little bit. I'll come and get my lap back. Currently, Michael Bovair sits in the 13th position, but he is 1 lap down to these leaders. The 82 is now to the inside of the 27. He's going to get it done. He made it look easy. It's almost like the 27 just said, you know what, go ahead. I'm not going to battle you for it.
Yeah, and we're getting closer to the stage break. The stage here will be at the end of lap 75, so just a handful of laps here left to go, and they're going to try to shake it up and see what they can get with the stage break.
We got Robert says, come on, 75. He's pulling for old James Babyface Nelson in that Autoserv machine, and there's the real Babyface Nelson in the Autoserv number 85, James' son.
And looks like the 82 now has been able to pull up to almost a half a second lead over the 27.
54 closes in on the 41, Dave. The battle of the 75 goes to the inside of the 54. These guys really trying to battle it out for these final positions here, as they know time is running out to get these valuable stage points. You know, it's one point per position from first back to 10th, and we know that sometimes you could be in by a point or out by a point. You know, when it comes down to the end of this regular season, if you're not a race winner.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen, watching Curtis Sovereign here in the 54, he tried to make a run on Kerjelak on the bottom, and he just gave up so much time. When the 75 of James Nelson was able to get to him. So great battle right here for the 6th, 7th, and 8th position.
Yeah, and I'm watching this Joshua Siegfried. You know, his first race with QFRL was last week, and I believe he ended up with a pretty good finish in that race. A solid top 10 there, and just kind of watching him and Cam Harris kind of behind this group. And Eric Thornton battling it out with Zulu at the moment. Eric in the 10th position with Zulu in 11th. Not sure what happened with Nathan Christensen. Okay, he's still on track. That was just strange. He kind of disappeared for a minute. Larry Stubblefield is out to a 2.5 seconds now over Benny Campbell.
Yeah, still watching this battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th, and even 8th now as we wind down the end of stage 1. Joshua Siegfried looking to the bottom. He's going to probably lose that spot. To the 43 of Cam Harris, as Cam Harris is up on the high side now. Yeah, just a handful of laps here left in stage 1. We see the 54 pressuring the 41. Cam Harris is going to go to the bottom here. It's James Nelson.
He's able to make it stick too. I mean, he was able to make it stick and rotate pretty well through that turn. Let's see if he does it here again. Yeah, Dave. I mean, his car seems to stick better than most that we've seen go down there. As the 85 goes up and hits the wall, 41's to his inside. That's going to bunch up to 54.
Oh boy, yeah.
3 wide.
Cam Harris, the big winner in that little incident right there.
It's the 85 and the 78 touch. The 85 goes up and hits the wall, but is able to hold on to it.
Cam Harris isn't done here on the bottom. He's going after the 41 of Kerjelak now.
Yeah, his car wrapping the bottom very well. He's been back there saving tires, Dave.
Oh, without a doubt.
75 laps is going to be the cutoff, and he's worked his way up into the top 5 now, up 11 positions from his original starting spot.
He is able to clear the 41 of Kerjelak, move Cam Harris to P5. As we've got about 5 laps to go here in stage 1.
Oh,
Larry Stubblefield
up into the wall a little bit there.
Larry Stubblefield has been able to open up almost a 3-second gap over Ben Campbell here. Kenneth Pack back there about 3.5 seconds back.
75's down to the inside of the 41. Does he get him cleared? Not quite clear. As they head down into the corner. He's will get him cleared now. This time.
But he's up into the wall a little bit, it looked.
Yikes.
Oh yeah, about 70 laps in, these tires are already starting to wear. It's getting harder and harder to hold that bottom. Unless you saved early on like we saw Cam Harris. It's really hard to hold the bottom here on these worn out tires.
Stubblefield's looking to put a lap on the 88 as the 88 bounces, or that's the 89, I'm sorry. It's putting another lap on the 89. So the 89 bounces off the wall. And then Ford is trying his best to hold on to this 82 to try to get one of those laps back. Only 10 cars currently on the lead lap with Eric Thornton, I believe. We'll see. Wait a minute.
There is this. Yes. That looks like the stage break right there, lap 75.
Your stage 1 winner, Larry Stubblefield, followed by Benny Campbell, Kenneth Pack, Gregory Robinson, and Cameron Harris rounding out your top 5. James Nelson was 6th. 7th is Michael Kerjelak. 8th, Curtis Sauber. 9th, Joshua Siegfried. And 10th and final points position for the stage is Eric Thornton in that number 88 Chevrolet. All right, we should see some drivers hitting pit road here, Dave.
Yeah, it looks like 82 is in. They're all going to follow Larry into the pits here. We told you these laps would tick away rather quickly, especially on this green flag run. Already almost to lap 80.
Nice and easy into the box. Wasn't in any hurry. Was Larry Stubblefield. Now, Cam Harris may have stayed out. Unless he missed his pit entry.
It looks like, I'm trying to see. It looks like he missed his pit entry.
Now, he was on pit road, but it was back on lap. It shows him with a pit count of 2. And his last pit time was 9.9 seconds. So, yeah, he must have just missed it because he's coming in now. This has happened to Cam a couple of times.
Yeah, it looks like Cam was headed down pit road and he hesitated for whatever reason. And had to stay out. It looks like he's now on pit road. He may have just missed which pit road entrance to take.
James Nelson gains some positions there on pit road as he comes off in the 5th spot. Joshua Siegfried 6th, Michael Kerjelak 7th. Yeah, it looks like several people missed the pits, Dave, because Cam's already coming out, as is Zulu and Curtis were also on pit road just now. So that rounds out your top 10. Michael Bovair, I believe, may have been the lucky dog. Is that right?
That's what I'm gathering.
No, I'm showing in 10th. I'm showing Zulu. Zulu was still on the lead lap, though, I believe.
Okay.
I think. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with that, especially under the pit stops here. But nonetheless, the pace car has the field. The 4 should get the wave around here to get his lap back. The leader is the 82 Night Owl So's machine of Larry Stubblefield. Not a bad spot to be in if you're Larry Stubblefield. I mean, you just so you worked your way up to the front. Didn't necessarily qualify where you wanted to because you wanted to qualify on the pole. But you worked your way up to the front. And you kind of started out front, worked your way up to the front, won the first stage, and now you're going to start the second stage. Another 75 laps of racing here, or actually now I guess we're under that. We're at 70. It'll be 69 when we come to the green. Laps to the next stage. You just kind of want to now just try to stretch your legs a little. Try to get out there a bit ahead of the rest of the field. As the pace car is in, they bring us to the green.
Yeah, they're going to run in. Green flag is off. 82 is gone. Trouble there on the start for the 27. Not sure what happened there. Maybe he missed a shift or was in the wrong gear, but he's going to drop back to 83 now.
Yeah, and
he's
being
battling behind him.
Challenged for that position by the 75 on the inside. 75 really wants to make this happen quick. As you see that 43 at Cam Harris, he's decided to go ahead and wrap the bottom to start this one. But it's not paying off here early on.
Yeah, equal tires, I think the outside lane is going to prevail. If you can save your tires, and like Cam Harris did that first run, I think you can run the bottom late in the run. But you either got to get your positions now or wait until the tires wear out. I just hope you have a little bit better tire than the guy in front.
Yeah, absolutely. There are 10 cars on the lead lap. Michael Bovair, your only car 1 lap down. Currently hoping that a caution comes out so you can get that lap back. If he can maintain position for a while, he may be the guy to get it at the stage break. Not sure how iRacing scores it. NASCAR scores it as the first car 1 lap down will get the lap, regardless of where they are on track. The first car 1 lap down. Not sure how iRacing does that though, Dave. It's always been very confusing to me.
Looking, I don't see. There's a battle here. Cam Harris on the inside of who was that? Greg Barnett trying to take over the 8th position.
Well, so Barnett isn't
Looks
currently
like
on the lead
Barnett's
lap.
trying to take it from Cam.
Well,
that's
Barnett's
right.
not even on the lead lap at this juncture. The next position for Cam would be that 54. The next one he can lose would be to Michael Kurgelak in that 41 there behind him, working the outside line.
Yeah, things happen so fast here. It's hard to keep track at Bristol.
Absolutely.
But we're doing the best we can. The 82 out to just 2/10. That's about 2 or 3 car lengths over the 16 of Kenneth Pack.
So they hit at the start-finish line this time by. But now, the 16 gets a great run to the back of the 82 there. Really closed the gap on entry. And I know Stubblefield's a very smart driver. He's saving those tires by, even as he leads, by kind of easy in and hard off on the exit. So I've heard him talk about it before, and I know that's what he's doing. But Kenneth Pack is a pretty smart race car driver too. But I know, Dave, and you know as well, when someone else is around you and battling you for that position, or if you have the opportunity to battle for that position, it's a very hard thing, the mental, to get yourself to just kind of ride and save your stuff is sometimes challenging.
Yeah, it's very hard to save what you need to save while you're the leader, because of course you don't want to give up that lead. But you have to save tire to make it to the end. So when yellow is out, looks like Mark Hollifield had an issue back there.
Yeah, we'll see what happened with the 4 car.
He just lost traction. Oh, he took out the 89 of Zulu as well, or Rada, I should say.
That's unfortunate for Rada. The good thing is here, you get 1 fast repair. You obviously don't want to use it up early. I don't think he got enough damage to have to use it up, as long as he hasn't had any incident before this. But you can run without fenders here at Bristol. If need be, you can run with with your hood bent up a little bit. It's not going to completely destroy your run. Breaking breaking the front end suspension or the rear suspension is probably the biggest thing you got to worry about. Wall slapping the rear end or something on the wall can be a problem. Or if you drive that front wheel into the wall at the wrong angle or something, that's a fear here. Places like here in Martinsville, these shorter tracks where the body doesn't really matter, but the suspension is always going to matter.
Yeah.
We see the 4 on pit road getting that damage taken care, trying to get that damage straightened out on it. Looks like James Bowden has retired from the race.
Yeah, still showing 10 cars on the lead lap here.
We are 53 laps from the next stage break and halfway, so we will break again at halfway, where the top 10 drivers will score stage points once again.
Yeah, and then we will go from lap 150 to the end. No more stages after that.
And I think we're only under our, 3rd caution maybe? Or second? Is this the second caution? This is the 3rd caution, because we have 1 in the first couple of laps. So not too bad for these guys putting on, one heck of a show here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Yeah, this is our 3rd caution here at lap 98 of 300. See, the lights are still on the pace car. I haven't seen them line them up yet, side by side. I imagine we'll get the one to go this time by. And we'll just kind of stack them up, reset them, and go at it again, Dave.
Yeah, we're working on, like you said, our third caution of the night. Not too bad so far.
And it's they are kind of getting in a single file line, but there's still these smaller battles happening. We see the battles right on the restart. We're going to see it again right here. But we're still seeing these smaller battles happening where guys are making moves. And then, late in the run, at the end of that last stage, we saw, several positions change throughout the field as the tires started to wear, and some other drivers showed you who saved and who couldn't, right? There towards the last, say, 10 or 15 laps of that run.
Yeah, they are stacked up 2 by 2, coming to get the green flag. 82 is going to lead him down, and he is off. That outside lane just has a problem on the restarts. We see the 16 do it here. 27 did it the last restart. Just not much grip up there right now on the restarts or something. With the 75 of James Nelson in the picture now, running in third. Benny Campbell's going to drop back to P4 behind the 75.
Yeah, I thought that 3 was going to try to make a move to stay ahead of the 27 there, but he was down on that inside a little too far. He just said, you know what, it's not worth burning my stuff up to try to do it. Looks like Zulu might have had an issue.
Looks like Zulu's turned around here. No yellow.
Oh, wow.
Because the leaders are going to be working their way through here.
Yeah, leaders are going around him now to put him a lap down. That will leave 9 cars on the lead lap.
Tough break for Zulu right there. Not sure. I'm going to guess and say he got loose off the corner. Put it down that inside wall, which we've seen a couple times tonight. So
let's see if we can catch a replay there of what happened with Zulu. So the 78, okay, so the 70, he had to kind of check up to the 78. Michael Kerjlak was inside. He and Michael Kerjlak make contact. Yeah, so he didn't just get loose off the corner there. He was checking up for a car that was on the high side. And he and the 48 kind of weren't sure about where they were and arguing over a little real estate there. So we see the 75 still holding on to the back of the 16 with the 27 right there behind him. 82 of Larry Stubblefield now kind of working a little bit different line where he's taking a higher entry and then he's chopping his apex, chopping the low there on exit just a little bit to get that run down the straightaway. But the 16 is not letting him walk away right at the moment.
Yeah, Kenneth Pack doing a heck of a job here, keeping pace with the 82.
Curtis Sauber now working on the back of this 3 of Smokey Robinson.
Oh, he's going to get to the outside here. Looks like Robinson maybe got a little loose up off the corner. Allows the 54 to get to his outside down the backstretch here. Move Curtis Sobrin up to P5.
Yeah, and I don't know, the 27 has been kind of just really not challenging the 75 any. Even though he appears to be a bit faster, but he's gonna have to get a move on here because and he does. He goes to the outside of the 75.
75, I've been watching him. He's trying to work the bottom. Hasn't panned out yet, but he's still trying that bottom here. As they work their way around the slow car of Mark Hollifield in that 4.
Yeah, the 27's now pressuring the 16 and 75. Now trying to dive to the inside of the 27. Can't make it happen. But yeah, so I was saying that about the 27 because Curtis Sauber was coming. And he's still coming.
Yeah, I think the 54 is a tick quicker than these cars right in front of him. You see the 75 now pulling up to the outside, trying to protect that position a little bit here.
A little bit of battle in here. 114 laps of 300. Laps are ticking away tonight, Dave.
Yeah, we said it would. They're going by quick here, especially under the green flag conditions.
Yeah, another 34 laps to go in this stage. I'm really curious to see if that 27 is going to try to make his way back up through here again, if that car picks up the way it did that first run. Because he's still wrapping the bottom, Dave, and I'm just wondering if maybe tire wear is better on the bottom.
It may be. We've seen the leaders now get into a little bit of lap traffic. They just went around Tyrone Yo. Now they're gonna be coming up on the 85 of Tyler Nelson next.
And this is when you need your car to do what it is that you're asking it to do, to safely get around the other driver. You know, the 85 is running the bottom now. Well, now he's running the center, so it's finding that spot to pass him safely. And it may not be the place on the track that you want to make the pass. That's not the way it has to work out. That lap
looks
car.
like Nelson. Yeah, see, Nelson went low last time. Now he's up high. Going to give the bottom to the leaders here.
You know, I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest. I'm a fan of giving holding your lane. But he was running the low line. He was comfortable running that low line. I'm more of a fan of saying, hey, work around my outside. You're faster already. So I'm not going to give you the lane that seems to be working for me, because if I do, then I'm changing up what it is that I'm actually doing that's keeping my car at least on the track. Because, chances are if you're going to lap down, you're not having the greatest of days anyway. So why put your car in a more awkward position by trying to jump to that outside?
Yeah, I think as a lap car, when the leaders come up on here, it's more about being predictable, right? Letting the leader know, hey, this is where I'm running lap after lap. Letting them know that, pick a lane that I'm not in, but I'm going to be predictable for you. I'm not going to make any sudden moves. This is where I'm going to be.
Yeah, and we're not coming down on Tyler Nelson. Tyler Nelson is fairly new to the service. And, this is the way he chose to do it. But, you speak of predictability. Well, the 3-4 laps before that, he was running the low side. And then that I'm not going to say last second, but by changing it to that high side, then the 82 has to understand, okay, this is different than it was the last time through the corner. And I have to readjust his plan, because the whole time as the leader, you're planning on, okay, how am I going to get around this car as fast as I can without losing time to the guys behind me? And then all of a sudden, your plan changed completely because of the lap down car. But nonetheless, everything went great. Larry Stubblefield is out to about a half a second lead. That just quickly went away off the corner. But, I have almost a half a second lead over the 16 of Kenneth Pack, with Benny Campbell back up into that third position, James Nelson fourth, and Curtis Sauber up 10 positions. Biggest mover of the race thus far is the 54. And he's working all over the back bumper, looking to the outside of the 75, trying to make something happen.
Yeah, and we saw Curtis Auburn was pretty quick there in practice and had an issue in qualifying, which put him towards the rear. So no surprise to see him slowly kind of reeling, putting himself back up near the front.
Yeah, so the last three cars, you have the 3 of Smokey Robinson, the 43 of Cam Harris, and the 41 of Michael Kerjelak are your last 3 cars on the lead lap. In P8 is Michael. So 8 cars left on the lead lap. This is kind of looking like the NASCAR Cup race was. I think it finished with 5 cars left on the lead lap. Kyle Larson being in 5th. So yeah, we're not really seeing the tire wear issues as we see the 54 and the 3 battle now. The 3 was trying to make a move to the inside of the 54 and couldn't make it stick.
And the 82 now is coming up on some more lap traffic here. The first one he's going to come up on is the 89 of Rada, and the 4 of Mark Holofield. So he's going to work his way around the 89 now. Ooh, Holofield, awful loose off the corner. Kind of scared our top.
Against the wall again.
P2 and P1 out of P3.
The battle now between Benny Campbell and Kenneth Pack for that P2 position. Benny Campbell all over the rear bumper of the 16.
Yeah, they're going to have a lap car. Oh, was that the 89 of Rada? Is going to be in front of them now. They're going to have to work their way around Rada.
The 27 get a real good run in and decided not to hit his friend. I think that's the way that went. Is he's now looking to the inside of Kenneth Pack. He was almost inside the trunk of the 16 there for a minute, but now he's alongside.
Yeah, I don't foresee the 16 really fighting the 27, and he doesn't. Let's 27 go. But we're closing in on the end of stage 2, just like that.
Cam Harris starting to march his way through the field again, Dave. As he got by the 3 of Smokey Robinson, now he's going to get by the 54 of Curtis Sauburn to move himself back up into P5.
And Cam's got a little bit of damage to the nose of his race car. Not sure where that came from, but doesn't seem to be slowing him down. He saved his tires here once again. That could be a big win here after this stage, heading into the longer run of this race. To be able to save tires like he has could benefit him very, very well.
The field's kind of stretched out now. You know, we're 1.8 seconds back from Larry Stubblefield, who's about to put Tyrone Yo down another lap. Back to Benny Campbell. It's almost 2 seconds. It is 2 seconds now. Then another 9/10 of a second back to Kenneth Pack, who holds about a 1.1 second lead over the 75 of James Nelson. Cam Harris is only 4/10 back. Looks like he is making some headway on the 75. It's probably the closest battle of the top positions at the moment.
Yeah, we'll see if Cam Harris here can run down James Nelson in the closing laps. We've got about 6 laps to go in the stage. He's closing down, running him down very quickly here for that 4th position.
Yeah, Dave. This is just. He's doing an excellent job of saving tire. And I don't know if it's something he's intentionally doing or if he's just riding that.
3 wide in front of our leaders there for a second. Both going to clear Tyrone Yo.
That allowed the 43 to really get to the back bumper of the 75.
Yeah, closes right into the back bumper.
4 laps to go in the stage.
So they're actually railing in the 16 of Kenneth Pack as well for the P3 position. 43 looking to the inside of the 75.
Can he make it stick? He pulls alongside. See if he gets that drive off that he needs. Does not. The high line prevails on the run off the corner.
75 goes down to the bottom. Kind of take away the line that the 43 was running.
Oh,
no.
He didn't do it that time. He did, and it was probably not the... But it's going to help him preserve that position, to stay in that 4th position, because I don't think Cam has time to catch him now.
I don't think Cam was expecting him to go to the bottom there. He's been running the top up until the last lap or two. I think the 75 kind of tried to take his line away, and they kind of met in the middle there. We're coming to the end of this one. Should be 1 lap to go.
Gonna sweep the stages here at Bristol. The battle at the Coliseum presented to you by Autoserv. Your stage 1 and stage 2 winner, the 82 of Larry Stubblefield. Get maximum points. Maximum effort today. Maximum effort. Benny Campbell 2nd. Kenneth Pack 3rd, James Nelson 4th, Cameron Harris 5th, Gregory Robinson 6th, 7th is Curtis Sauburn, 8th is Michael Kerjlak, 9th is Zulu, and 10th is Greg Barnett. Those are your drivers. That's a good job for Greg Barnett, even though he's lap down or whatever, to get that back. So, Dave, once they pull off pit road here, we want to go ahead and get Curtis for our... We're going to do a segment today, folks, called A Lap with Curtis Dale. Basically, we're going to get Curtis in here and let him explain a lap or two around this track with us. We're going to ride along with him on the helmet cam there and see what he sees for a bit. Know what he knows. As the 82 fires off pit road first, followed by Benny Campbell, Kenneth Pack, James Nelson. Zulu up a position or two there, taking actually he comes off, looks like fourth or fifth there, with Smokey Robinson losing a couple positions to sixth. Michael Kerjelak seventh. Curtis Sauburn is slowly coming down pit road here. And Cam Harris is still on, or actually he's pulling off pit road now. All right, you want to go ahead and dial up to 54?
And 4. Curtis, Dave in the booth, you got us?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, we got you too, as you kind of smacked the wall there a little bit. Sorry to scare you, bud.
It did. My bad.
Yeah, man. So how's your race going out there today, man? We noticed you moving up through the field there. You know, you obviously didn't get the starting position that you wanted, but you were marching your way through the field there, and then a little bit late in that run, I guess a couple of things happened. With maybe you got slowed up a little bit with some lap traffic or whatever. But how's your race going so far?
Race is going, I don't know, man. It's a little weird. Tire wear is kicking my butt today. I'm trying to not race so hard at the beginning so I can have some at the end, but it's not really happening. I keep smacking the wall coming off 4. If I can stop that, I think I'd be all right. But yeah, I did get slowed up a little bit with lap traffic, but really it's my tire wear. I can't turn, and I think everybody's struggling out there with that. So,
well, from up here in the booth, the racing looks fun. The high line seems to work for some drivers. Other drivers seem to be running that lower line. Is there more tire wear one lane than the other here?
Absolutely, yeah. If you go down on the bottom, it's way worse than well, for me anyway, and the way I got the car set up. But I think I got some suspension damage on right now. I didn't use my fast repair, so we're just going to try to hang on here.
Hey, man, listen, you're getting ready to go to green. We're going to ride along with you here for a lap, let you explain things if you can. If you can't, that's okay, too. We'll just send you back in a couple of laps.
Yeah, if you guys actually want to explain what's going on, I'm going to concentrate here just because it's a short track.
Okay, we'll go ahead and send you back now so you won't have us in your ear. Take care, man. That was Curtis Sauburn as he takes off here at the start-finish line, shifting through the gears, gets it up into 4th gear, going down into turn 1. He's running that low line, like you say, it wasn't really working for his setup. Now he's moved his way to the top side, running kind of a middle entry here. I don't know, Dave, are they using any brake here, do you think?
Yeah, I think they're going to drag the brake just ever so slightly. Not much at all, just a little bit of drag of the brake.
Just to kind of set the nose. He's now running the high line, but he's going to have to move low if he's going to try to get around this 43. And
he's around.
Maybe a little contact. I heard something happen there.
Ooh.
Yikes. All right, let's take a look at it here and see what happened as we were on board with Curtis Sauburn.
Maybe with a 38.
So we see him closing on the 43, tries to go low. The 38's going low. 38 just gets him in the rear there on exit, sending him nose first into the wall. Ay. Folks, if you don't believe in it, I don't know what to tell you. But there's a little thing called broadcaster curse. And I believe you just saw it firsthand, folks, firsthand, as we see Curtis Sauburn making his way down pit road now to get some of that damage fixed. We really hate that for you, brother. We hope we didn't put that bad mojo on you.
I think Curtis was saying he had some damage as well, so this might actually work out for Curtis. He can get down there and use that quick repair and get all the damage repaired on his car.
Yeah, he and the 38 may be having their conversations in Discord as we speak. I don't know. Sometimes you get angry. You know, you have incidents like that happen, and you realize that it's racing and things happen, and you just kind of just stay quiet. It's the best thing to do a lot of times. So you don't say something that you really didn't want to say or didn't mean to say to somebody. Because the 38 obviously didn't realize that the 54 was going to try to go low on the 43, and his closing rate was just too much to deal with there through the center. And that, sir, is what we call benefit of the doubt. This is the Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series battle at the Coliseum 300, presented to you by Autoserv. Be sure and go get your car tuned up. Get your oil changed. Charlestown, West Virginia, Autoserv. Check them out. See Benny Campbell trying to get in the head of the 82 a little bit. I just don't know that he can be, that you can shake him too much, to be honest.
No, not. Won't be easy. Let's put it that way.
It's kind of stone cold there. As you can see his eyes, as we look back through his windshield, Larry Stubblefield is focused. He's not looking in that mirror a bit. Doesn't even see that the 27's behind him there, playing games a bit. But so they're now going to stack them up. One to go here. I mean, the lights are out on the pace car. We will go green next time by. Here at 163 of 300. We are over halfway, folks. Again, these laps are flying by. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. Click that thumbs up button. Let us know in the chat who you are rooting for. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Pace car is off. Inside the restart zone, loud pedal is activated. 82 jumps out to a great start. There's the 75, follows him through. Now going to work to the inside of our leader in the 82. 27 working that outside lane. Closes in on the 82.
75 fighting hard on the bottom here with the 82. Not sure it's going to pay off here early on. 27 now get that momentum on the high side. Going to clear the 75 down into turn 3.
We've got the 41 working the inside of the 3 of Robinson. We've got the 75 to the inside of the 16, or the 16 to the outside of the 75 now, I guess. And the 54 to the outside of Cam Harris back here. Action all over the track. .38 and 43 side by side. 43 still working that bottom. And I don't think the tire wear affects his car as much running the bottom. Because like I say, I was watching him a bit on that last run, and he seemed to run the bottom regardless until he needed to move up top to make passes.
Yeah, and the stages are over. I think you can see Cam kind of lay back here, save his stuff. He knows what he can do on the long run, or coming to the end of the stages. So I think you see him just kind of save his tire back here and slowly work his way to the front. Ooh, the 54 big bounce off the wall.
And he told us about, he was hitting the wall off of 4 quite a bit. That time it was off of 2, I guess. But now he's got a big run on the 41 and the 98. Oh, they touch going into the corner. They touch again on the exit of the corner. 41 and 98 just rubbing some paint, or I guess in this case they're not paint anymore, it's wraps, but nonetheless putting some scuff marks on each other's vehicles there a bit. Now the 54 looking to the outside of the 98, can't make it happen yet. Gets to the back bumper, gives him a little bit of a shove, says, hey, here I am. I'm right here behind you.
Yeah, the 27 of Ben Campbell not letting Stubblefield get away all that far right now. About a tenth of a second.
Yeah, and the 27 of Ben Campbell, he prides himself in being really good at these short track racing, and he is. And like you said, he's getting an IRL car, a real life car. Oh, as we see the 98, maybe a little help getting down there into the inside wall. Front bumper is gone from that machine as he's going to go ahead and make his way onto pit road. But yeah, getting a car, his real life car, ready for Hickory. So he was a little late getting in here, as he was telling us earlier there, but was able to still settle on the pole here. He's really applying some pressure to the 82 now. I think the 82 is just not trying to wear his stuff out. I know he once told us, Dave, that many times he likes to just go ahead and give up that top spot.
Yeah, we saw the 27 really loose up off the corner there. Allows the 82 to kind of slip away a little bit.
Cam Harris kind of losing this pack a little bit, but again, like you said, I don't know if he's just maybe milking those tires to see what he can get out of them. Because what do you think they're gonna? Are they gonna split it? Come down one, at what, lap 225 possibly? That would be a 75 lap run, which would be the most they've ran all day.
Yeah, they'll either pit around there or run it out. I'm not sure. I'm thinking right around 100 laps or so on a tank of fuel. So some may opt to run it out, and some may come a little early. I think someone for like Cam Harris, I think you kind of stay out maybe a little later than some of these other ones, knowing how he can save tire here.
Yeah, and that would provide him with the opportunity.
He's caught back up to the pack now. He's working the rear bumper of the 54, looking and still running the bottom of the racetrack.
I was working around the lap car of Tyrone Yo in the 2. Up to about 144, 145 mile an hour down the straightaway that time by. Can get the 142 for Campbell. Quite a bit of lap traffic. You got the 4.
Yellow's
Nathan Christensen
out.
has
Nathan
crashed.
Christensen.
He is sideways on the track here in that 33, trying to get it going. The banking is so freaking high here. He just went ahead and reset, jumped back to the pits. Let's see what happened to Nathan. Nathan not having the night that he wanted, as I believe he's already like 4 laps down. He in the 4. The 4 they kind of make contact on the exit again of 4. And that's going to end the 33's night, I believe, as the pit lane is a busy place to be. All our leaders are in. Don't want to make any mistakes here, Dave. You don't want to speed on pit road. You don't want to miss your box. There's so much to be considered here on this nice and easy into your pit box.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get some information on fuel. This may be their last stop, possibly, but I gotta see if I can figure that out.
The 82 is first off pit road, followed by the 27, 16. Greg Barnett, he must have missed the pit road entry. So he was shown as our leader there for a minute, but it looks like he's coming down now. That'll cycle back to Larry Stubblefield, Benny Campbell, Kenneth Pack, James Nelson, Smokey Robinson. Curtis Sauburn will be in 6th, Michael Kurgelak 7th, and Cameron Harris 8th.
All right, I have the fuel information. Roughly, it's around 103 to 110 laps, somewhere in there, on fuel. So these drivers are going to be very, very tight, making it to the end here on fuel. So,
well, let's just jump back through the field here just a second, Dave, and see who's shutting these things off. What do you say?
yeah.
Let's jump in the cockpit. As right there, you see it. Larry Stubblefield has got her shut down. Some of these other guys not really that concerned about it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm seeing Cam Harris. He's not shutting the car down, so. And a lot of these drivers are probably expecting not to go green from here to the end, so why worry about it?
But we've seen some pretty good green flag stretches. I mean, there's, and we've seen these drivers do it too, as there's still no RPM on Larry Stubblefield. And he kicks it in right there, fires it back up, immediately shuts it back down again. I don't know if he's shutting it down. He's actually just using the clutch, pushing in the clutch there to let it coast.
So it's hard to tell. I'm not sure if iRacing allows us to see that dash kick off or not.
Yeah, because that is still a little, it's quite low. It's less than 500 RPMs. And then immediately jumping up to 3,000. So yeah, it's possible he's just shutting it off and we're not able to see that. But here we go. We're going to go green this time by. The 82 will bring us into the Geico restart zone. He'll smash that gas pedal, and when he does, the green flag comes out, and all the rest of these guys get to try to chase him down once again. With just over 100 laps left in the QFRL Cup Series battle at the Coliseum, presented to you by Autoserv. Here we go. In the Geico restart zone, 82 fires off. 27 to Benny Campbell. About a car length back in the 82 on that restart. Michael Kurgelak working his way up the inside. The 75. 54 disappeared for quite a long time there. Inside lane is not going to work out here early on.
Oh, looks like the 41's trying to make it. Ooh, a little bit of contact with the 3 and the 41 off the corner. 41's going to come out on top of that battle. But the 3's going to battle back to his outside.
Yeah, I just think early on in these runs, the inside is slower, but I think you're most, at least if you're Cam Harris, you're able to save more tire down that inside.
Yeah, it looks like Cam Harris is kind of doing what he did that last run, just kind of laying back here, watching it all unfold. Save some tire for a late run here.
Yeah, especially
they're all balled up in front of him.
Especially, if this turns into a long green flag run, you're gonna, he's gonna be number one. He's not pressing the gas pedal down as hard as everybody else.
Yeah, and you can see Cam back here just kind of easy off, not really running hard at all. Just keeping these guys in sight. Greg Barnett now, who's back on the lead lap by the looks of it, running in 9th behind Cam Harris here.
Yeah, Greg was able to get his lap back. He's got several laps back here, so good on him working his way back up onto the lead lap. Now he can just go after a great finishing spot here.
Yeah, we currently have 9 cars on the lead lap.
Greg working that high line, trying to work around the 43. I don't think the 43 is going to try to contest it too awful much. And he does not.
And no, he doesn't. Cam's playing it smart here. He's got his damage fixed, so he did grab a quick repair. And by Cam doing this too back there, Cam is, saving fuel as well by just taking it a little bit easier.
Yeah, absolutely. Not pressing the pedal down as hard on exit to get that big run. Maybe letting off a little earlier on entry, running that low line, and certainly not stressing out the tire if you're not carrying as much speed or getting back. You're not going to burn up your rears if you're easy on the throttle on exit. So, and you don't push that right front as much on entry if you're letting off a little earlier. So it's a good thing as long as it stays green. If we started having a lot of caution flags, then it was all for naught. But that's kind of the change you have to take here as we see the 3 working himself to the inside of the 41 of Michael Kurgelak. Smokey Robinson trying to take that position away. Down on the low side, and he's going to do it. Pulls alongside the 54. It's a good entry. And again, looks like he's now going to move not quite clear of the 54, but almost to the inside of the 75. Can't make it happen. Gets a little bit of a twitch there on entry. Number 3, BetMGM. Oh, is the 54s to the back of the 75. Back out front, Larry Stubblefield still holds a small lead, just almost 0.2 of a second over Benny Campbell. As you can see, it's actually more like a car length. Here on the high banks of Bristol Motor Speedway, the last great Coliseum.
Yeah, the 3's still battling down there. Gregory Robinson battling on the bottom.
Now to the inside, actually going to clear the 75.
Clear,
75 loose
75.
into the inside wall. Heavy damage to the front, but will not bring out the
No,
caution.
yellow.
He's trying to get going again.
We've seen that multiple times tonight, just getting loose up off. Oh no, the 3's around. 54 into the 3. Yellow is out. That saves James Nelson a little bit.
It does. Now you can get that thing over to Autoserv in Charlestown, West Virginia, get that thing fixed up and back in this thing. But let's see what happened to bring out the caution with Gregory Robinson and Curtis Sauber there.
Looks like Curtis just comes off the corner. Oh, the 3 got a little loose off the corner, came down. Yeah, that's a...
Yeah, Curtis wasn't expecting him to come down. He was expecting him to, he was expecting to have that, one lane off the wall and still be given the 3 room. But the 3 got loose trying to stay off the wall. And you're right, just came down.
Oh, yeah, the 54 just, the 54 just made a bold move to the top. Maybe you think he was going to clear behind the 3 just as the 3 kind of got loose and came down the track. Yeah, it looks like the 54 thought he was going to be clear of the 3 by the way he made the move to the top of the racetrack. So,
yeah,
tough break for all drivers involved.
So we've had some pit stops here, Dave. It looks like Larry Stubblefield, Michael Kerjelak, Benny Campbell, Smokey Robinson, and Curtis Sauber are all down. Kenneth Pack, Greg Barnett, now Cam Harris has decided to go ahead and come down one lap later again.
Yeah, I think maybe Cam Harris rethought the situation. Maybe just top off, make sure you get it on fuel. Because some of these drivers, like Kenneth Pack, Greg Barnett, they're going to be real tight on fuel by the looks of it. They look like they're outside of that 110 lap window that I was hearing. So,
well, they're just barely outside of it, Dave. But with these with these caution flags, they may be able to save enough to go ahead and get to the end. Just because, it was one lap. It was on lap 88 and 89 that Kenneth Pack and Greg Barnett were down. And
okay, so yeah, Kenneth Pack is clutching the car. He's not shutting it off completely. Just pushing that clutch a little bit here, save some fuel. Same with Greg Barnett. They're not shutting the car off. They're just clutching.
And oh, by the way, guys, if we're not on the air for this race next week, you're gonna know it's because these guys were pissed off that we were showing their in-car secrets here as they're saving fuel around the track. But no, we will be here next week for I believe, is there an off week next week, or no? They're going straight on through. We'll be back for COTA next week, next Friday night. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of the action here on the Sim World Racing Network. As we do have racing 3 nights a week here. We have the All-American Racing League Truck Series that will be on Sunday night with Dave and myself here in the booth for that race. And then on Tuesday nights, we have the All-American Racing League Cup Series. I believe we're in like week 8 or 9 of that one.
Yeah, whatever it is. It's a long season. I try not to get caught up on what week we're on. All I know is I need as many weeks as possible.
Yeah, so let's see. We will be going to, in the Truck Series on Sunday, we will be going to,
I believe it is, or are they off? Was not prepared for this question.
We'll be going to Texas next week. In both the Cup and the Truck Series. And
Green is out.
16 fires off. 82 is going to follow him through underneath the 38.
Ooh, 82 can't get going on the inside. 38's going to look to the top. Going to clear the 82 off of turn 4.
Yeah, good run by Barnett on the outside there. He's now looking to pressure in that 16 car.
Yeah, so now the 82 in a little bit different position than he's been most of the night.
Oh, 38, 16 make contact.
Around.
On exit. Oh, saved it and then ends up hooking the 38
wrecking.
and the 41 is in it.
40,
Barnett is in it.
Was in it.
Wow. What a turn of
I don't know where to
events there.
begin.
We're gonna back up and take a look at it here. I'm gonna keep it in slow mo this time, folks, as we see the 38 to the inside of the 16 coming through. I believe this is turn 4. They make contact right there, but this isn't really the wreck. So the 16 is got a lot of wheel into it. It kind of straightens him back up, but then he barely hooks the 38, putting the 38's nose into the wall. 41 and 27 make contact. 41 goes across the nose of the 27. The 43 of Cam Harris into the back of the 38. Some very torn up cars here, Dave.
Yeah.
People, and I wouldn't say torn up cars as much as people getting a piece of it, right? Kenneth Pack is down pit road. Greg Barnett, Cam Harris, Michael Kerjelak, James Nelson is... Where is James? He's back on track. Looks like he's going to jump past these guys. I'm not sure what happened with James to put him back that far. Maybe he had to stop for the field or something there. But your leader is Larry Stubblefield, followed by Benny Campbell, Smokey Robinson, Curtis Salburn rebounding to that 4th position, and James Nelson rounding out your top 5. Cam Harris up to 6th position, Michael Kerjelak 7th, Kenneth Pack and Greg Barnett. And then Rada rounds out your top 10. Zulu is 11th with Tyler Nelson in 12th. Tyrone Yo is 13th. 14th is Nathan Christensen. 15th is Michael Bovair. 16th is Mark Hollifield Sr. 17th is Joshua Siegfried. Eric Thornton is 18th. James Bowden is 19th. Michael Boone rounds out your top 20 here for the Quick Finishers Racing League Cup Series Battle at the Coliseum 300, presented to you by Autoserv.
Just like that, the 82 back at the front of the field with the 27 once again behind him in P2. It's like that change of leaders never happened.
Very interesting. I get a high disc and high CPU spike, but we are all right. $75 must have a penalty as he is moving his way to the back of the field for this restart. We're coming down to the end of this thing, and I know you say, wait, there's 75 laps to go. 77 laps to go. But that's really the end of this thing, right? Because these laps have just been ticking away. I mean, I feel like we just sat down and did our opening spiel here at 9:30 p.m. on the East Coast. Wow.
Larry's been class of the field so far tonight, but I still look at Cam Harris and that 43 lurking back there. I still feel like Cam has something to say here in the closing laps of this race.
You know, and I think if Curtis Salburn could keep out of trouble.
Yeah, Curtis as well in the 54 has shown a lot of speed. But he did say in his interview that he was struggling with tire wear here.
Yeah, it's the pace car's off.
Pace car's off.
Green flag. 82 gets out to a sizable advantage over that 27. 3 of Robinson's going to try to follow him through. Not going to happen as the 27 gets the momentum off the corner. 82's able to block that momentum.
You see the 43 bail on that situation. 16 is closing in on the 43 now. 3 is falling back on the inside. Can the 43 get to his outside? No, I don't think he can.
The 27 gets a little bit loose up off the corner there.
Thank you, Sarah, for joining the chat. Says she's great job to Larry watching from her sewing room. So, not sure if that's Larry's wife
That's
Sarah.
Night,
but thank
Night
you.
Owl Sews would be my. Check them out on Facebook. Night Owl Sews, right there on Larry Stubblefield's car. Let's go ahead and see if we can zoom down on that thing a little bit so we can get us an up close view. There we are, Night Owl Sews. Check them out on Facebook. Very good looking car. Larry does a lot of really cool graphics and all kinds of cool stuff, manufacturing stuff, and looks like Night Owl Sews. I believe that's Sarah's sewing company, I believe, or Facebook page. Let us know in the comments. Promote yourself. Come on. We see the Prisma Health number 16 here behind the BetMGM number 3 of Smokey Robinson.
Yeah, Kenneth Pack trying to get back to the front where he was before that incident that set him back a little bit.
Tyrone Yo, he's a few laps down here, running currently in the 12th position. You can check out Ty's paints. Just contact if you like that paint he's got on there, or he's got a bunch of them, and he can get you the information for the Discord. And contact him at Ty Yo Jr. It's actually Tyrone Yo Jr. on Facebook. And Ty's iRacing Designs will hook you up.
Yellow is out. Mark Hollifield has had an issue.
See what we got with Mr. Hollifield. He's kind of all alone here.
Another case of loose off the corner. I've seen that several times tonight.
Yeah, and these cars, since they changed the steering box in these cars, you only need a very, very, very minute amount of counter steer to save these cars, and you have to do it really, really fast. If you hold that for a half a second or whatever, if you turn it for half a second, you're doing exactly what you just saw, which is smacking into that inside wall, because it's like it just all of a sudden grips and turns, and that's been that way since they introduced this car. My understanding is it's exactly the way it is in the real world for NASCAR drivers, that you're making micro corrections as opposed to actually steering through the spins like you used to do in, say, the Gen 6, Gen 5, Gen 4 cars.
Yeah, absolutely. But caution is out. The working lap going to be coming to start lap 240, so coming to the end of it, going to come to about 60 to go here.
See some drivers opting to come on down. The driver's a little further back in the field. Greg Barnett was down on lap 238 because he was in that incident, but is still on the lead lap. So he came down and got some damage repaired, 27 seconds. He may have, I don't know if he had any tires left, but if he did, then he might be in the catbird seat. Restarting ninth with a fresh set of tires here might not be such a bad thing. Oh, not what I wanted to pull up.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to all the folks at home that tuned in for this tonight. Been some good action all night long. Glad all you at home are here to see it all with us. Glad to be calling the show for you all.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's not disappointed. I'm so glad that after last week, I believe we had quite a few cautions. Might have set a record number of cautions. And then this week we come out at a difficult short track. This place is not. It's the world's fastest half mile, so it's not easy here. And these guys have really put on a good show, clean racing for the most part. I don't even think with the few incidents we've had that there'll be any hard feelings from this one. It's all been racing incidents. The lights are out on the pace car. They've put on a good show. I'm really pleased with the product thus far. It's only going to get
short track
better.
racing. There's always hurt feelings at the end of these.
It's a short track racing.
All right, Denny. They're stacked up 2 by 2.
Pace car is off.
Car is off.
Go ahead and break us down, Dave.
82 is off once again on that bottom, getting a good jump. 27 again. That outside lane on the restart really do struggle. 54
Battle
out of
for
the
the lead.
inside of the 82.
Battle for the lead. 54 running that inside. Trying to take advantage of the tires. Well, I mean, while he's still got them, they pitted last on lap 212. So that's really quite a few laps on the tires. Some of that under caution.
Ooh.
Manages to squeeze
Good
back in
move.
line in the second position ahead of Benny Campbell. And we know Benny is a short track racer. He won't hesitate to kind of rattle your cage, so to speak. As I believe Dale once said, "Oh, the 54 is into the wall."
Yeah, 54 going for all he's got right here. Coming to almost 50 laps to go. So whatever you got now, you better show it.
Yeah, and he's still holding that position. He managed to win that battle out over the 27. As the 82 is just starting to pull away now to a half-second lead over the 54 of Curtis Sarburn. Gregory Robinson and Kenneth Pack battling it out. Kenneth Pack trying to... Robinson has it. Pack wants it. As they're both closing in a bit on the 27. It's going to be a 4-car battle before you know it for second position. 41 of Kerjelak, followed by the 38 of Greg Barnett. James Nelson is 8th, with Cam Harris working his way up in that 9th position, still running that low line. 50 to go.
Yeah, just watch Cam Harris. He gave up a few spots, dropped to the tail end of all these lead lap cars. So I know he was involved in a wreck there earlier. Not sure if that's hindering him at all, but yeah, he gave up quite a few spots there.
I mean, his car looks really clean. He got that nose damage that he had earlier straightened out, Dave. I think he's probably used that quick repair. The 75 is taking a real high line there. Seems to be working for the momentum on exit, though. Benny Campbell working over the back of the 54. Trying to make something happen. Trying to kind of get it, fill his mirror up a bit. Get him looking. There you go. Makes a good run down the straight into 3, I believe it is. Check that. That was 2. So now going into 3. It was actually down into 1. But, yeah, still holding him at bay is the 54. And they're gaining a little bit on Stubblefield. I think maybe Stubblefield just thought, wait a minute, I'm pulling out too far. I must be using my stuff more.
Yeah, I think a little bit of cat and mouse here with the 82. Like I said, I call him the king of tire saving. He knows what he's doing up here at the front. You don't really want to get out too far. If you know you're that much better, why not just back up to him, save your tires, and give those drivers behind you a false sense of hope.
43 and 75 have both dropped back a bit. I bet you that 75 has gone into conservation mode for tires as well. Even though, they're running 2 separate lines. But we did hear from Curtis earlier that, for his car and the way he was driving it, the top line was the better line for him. As we see the 16 kind of give the 3 a shot. 3 really high, almost touching the wall, but does not touch it. Now the 16's going high. Trying to get that good run off. Closes in on the back of the 3 of Robinson.
The 43 of Cam Harris working the bottom underneath the 75 now. Door to door down the front stretch.
At 40 to go. I mean, he's now pulled alongside the 75 on exit. He'll have the better entry here into 3. Can't get him cleared. 75 going to battle back on that outside on exit. Coming to the start-finish line. Give it to the 43. 43 is going to possibly clear him here in 2. Oh, that was so close, but he did get him clear. He may have cleared himself a little bit. As we see the 16 working his way around the 3, Dave.
Yeah, 16 underneath the 3 of Gregory Robinson. 43 around the 38 as well. Now Cam Harris and that 43 is going to go after the 41 of Michael Kerjelak here. That's for P6.
Yeah, the 43's late, like we said, he laid back there, saved those tires, and now he's starting to march it to the front. It's go time. You're running out of laps. They're ticking down quickly. And, you know, for some of these guys, 16 right to the back of the 3. For some of these guys, they've been trying to run hard since the beginning and racing since the beginning are going to fall victim to this 43, I'm thinking, Dave.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the 43, I'm trying to, let's look at some lap times here.
He's made it around Kerjelak and is now running down the 16 and the 3.
Larry Stubblefield last time by, we can check the times again. Larry Stubblefield ran a 14.95 to Cam Harris. Oh, Cam Harris is a little slower that time. Right now, Cam Harris is about the second quickest car on the racetrack.
And he's now looking to the inside of the 16 of Kenneth Pack. Can't make it happen there. Tries again in 1. Running that low side. 16 is going to get hosed up behind the 3. So the 3 is a little bit slower in the center of the corner. 43 is going to get around that 16 of Pack. Pack fighting back on the outside. Can't quite clear him there. Cam looks to the inside again. He gets the 16 cleared. Now looking to the inside of the 3. He comes alongside the 3 on the backstretch, heading down into 3. Clears the 3.
And he is clear.
That's 2 positions in a lap there. 16's now looking to the inside of the 3 to take that position away.
Yeah, right now Cam Harris and Larry Stubblefield are about matching lap times.
Yeah, the problem for Cam Harris is he is 3.2 seconds back of our leader.
Still with 30 laps to go here. Anything can happen. But yeah, Larry Stubblefield definitely been class of the field tonight, out to a 2.5 second lead over Ben Campbell.
Yeah, somehow Benny Campbell snuck around the 45. I think while we were watching the battle with Cam, Kenneth, and Gregory Robinson. But yeah, snuck around and took over that second position.
Cam Harris now to the inside of the 54. Looking to grab another spot here. That would be for the 3rd position.
Yeah, this 43 has come alive late in this run. 28 to go. Coming to 27 to go. Still working to the inside of that 54. Can't make it happen here. 16 is going to get a run to the outside of the 43. 43 now diving back down. Really gets through the corner. He's taking the short way around.
Yeah, I think Cam has used what he had for tires up. As now he's really starting to struggle on the bottom as he gets a pretty good run there off of 2. And he's going to maybe clear the 54, and he does.
He's not clear now. Okay, he's cleared him here. He's now trying to work on the 27 for 2nd position. To the inside of the 27, Cam Harris in the 43. Going to work down into 3, down to the inside. He's going to clear the 27 off exit of 4. No, the 27 is going to battle back on that outside start-finish line. Looks like he may get him clear here exiting 2.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to clear here off of 2.
Now he's going to
set his sights.
Yeah. And he just gained a bunch on the leader. I'm not sure what happened. He gained like 2/10 in that corner on Stubblefield. I think Stubblefield was making his way around the 85 of Nelson. Kenneth Pack made his way around Benny Campbell to take over the 3rd position. Benny now falling to the nose of the 54. Or should I say the 54 getting to the back of the 27 there a little bit. Closing right in on him. I think the 54, oh, 27 into the wall. 54 goes low, trying to work that low side now. Pulls alongside the 27. Looks like he's going to clear him, heading off into either 1 or 3 there. I think that was, check that, that was into 1. Yes, Larry Stubblefield is still running about 3 100ths faster, but he's in some lap traffic. This is really going to help Cam Harris here. That slows him up any. Let's see if that slowed him up this last time by, or next time by. As that occurred in 1 and 2. All right, Larry Stubblefield comes across in a 15:26.
Cam Harris at a 15:34. So Larry's still outpacing the 43 at this point in the race, with it coming to 18 to go.
Yeah, as he's just put Michael Kerjelek down a lap as well, and another lap on the 4. So Kerjelek kind of falling off pace there, and he's in the 9th position. So I don't want to say falling off pace, but he's kind of lost a lap there to the leader. 16 to go. 82 now trying to run down this 98 and get him past. He wants to put as many lap cars between himself and Cam Harris as he can. But I don't know that it matters because he is running quite a bit faster. Cam had a lot of ground to make up and did a great job getting the positions he needed, but making up that distance to, which as you see, there's almost a quarter of a lap. Or actually just over a quarter of a lap between himself and Cam Harris, between Stubblefield and Harris. And now Harris is in all that same lap traffic. Guys racing side by side. He's going to have to navigate his way through, as there's about 5 lap cars in front of him. He's now having to run the high side. He's going to have to go probably to the low side or middle here. I don't know. Where do you go? They're running into each other in front of the second place car. 16 is caught the 43 now. The 43 got hung up in traffic.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to clear out a little bit in front of Cam Harris here.
Yeah, but see, Larry Stubblefield's now 6 seconds ahead of these guys right here in the 43 and 16. The 16 is now working on the back of that 43. They just really have nowhere to go, as you have a lap car in the outside lane and a lap car in the inside lane. 43 right to the back bumper. The 41 can't do anything with it.
16 now to the inside.
These guys are still staying. The 85 and 41 are still side by side. Now this is where we might see some bumper action, but the 85 backs out of it.
Yeah, the 85 gets out of the way. Lets these leaders do their thing as we're coming down to under 10 laps to go.
Yeah, but that put Stubblefield out to 8 seconds now over Cam Harris. So they lost a lot of valuable time right there. We see the 43 now starting to stretch it out over the 16 now that they've cleared that traffic. But too little too late as far as catching Larry Stubblefield. They're really going to have to there will have to be a problem on the 82 for anyone to catch him at this point.
Yeah, the 82 was able to really check out with Cam and Kenneth catching lap traffic there. As the laps keep ticking away, 6 laps to go now for the 82.
Yeah, and looking at that battle wasn't, the bad thing is that battle wasn't for position between the 85.
The 82 now closing up on some more slow traffic here. Lap cars ahead of him, racing side by side.
If he has the same problem Cam does, 4 laps to go. Yeah, it looks like they kind of cleared it out, though. I mean, the cars on the outside really had some trouble getting through the corner there, and the 82 just kind of freed that bottom lane up for him. The 82 does not want to see a caution here, though, because then you have to make a choice.
Is that Ben Campbell in front of the leader? I think that's all cars fighting to stay on the lead lap right
Yeah,
there as we come to 3 to go.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That is the 6th and
2
7th place positions there in front of them. Not going to make this easy on the 82.
The 4 is in the wall behind him. He keeps it straight. Coming around, going to see the white flag. Larry makes a big move to the bottom.
White flag.
One more time around.
This race is official. 82 of Larry Stubblefield. 7-second lead.
Backstretch. 2 turns, 3 and 4. Your winner here at Bristol will be the 82 of Larry Stubblefield.
So we see the second place battle between the 43 and the 16. It will go to the 43 of Cam Harris with the 16 of Kenneth Pack coming in third. James Nelson and that Autoserv Ford come off turn 4 into the 4th position as he did. Curtis Sauburn rebounded to a nice top 5 finish, up 10 spots from where he started. Benny Campbell, 6th position. We'll go through the full field, but we're going to talk to our top 3 drivers. So we see Larry burning them down here at Bristol. Let's see if we can get Kenneth Pack in the booth here. It seems like we've been talking to Kenneth quite a bit.
Yeah, let's go grab Kenneth right now. Kenneth, Dave and Day in the booth. You got us?
Yes, I got you.
Hey, man, good run. Finishing P3. Heck of a battle there between you and Cam Harris. Looked like Cam just saved a little bit more tire there. We talked about him throughout the night. He was able to save some tire.
Yeah.
How'd your race go tonight?
It seemed like I was running it a little bit too hard at the start of a run and just wearing that right front, but it looked like I was at least a 3rd place car most of the night, and we'll take that.
Yeah, Kenneth, and this seems to be, again, I think I said this the last week when I talked to you, seems to be something you're doing quite a bit through all these series, right? Is finishing up here on the top 3, whether it be the Truck Series or be here in the Cup Series. You're getting it done out there, man.
Yeah, I think the win's coming. I just don't know when, but we'll take those top 3s.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Listen, you keep running top 3 again. The wins will come. Congratulations on a P3. The floor is yours.
All right, thank y'all for broadcasting, all the sponsors we have, and we'll take that 3rd.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, we're going to send you back to celebrate. Again, congratulations, and hopefully we're talking to you next week on the road course at Coda. Is that next week? Yeah.
I got yeah, that's one I will miss because I do have to work, so
that's unfortunate.
We'll miss that one.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see you. Maybe we'll see you on Sunday or Tuesday night then, with the All American Racing League.
You'll see me at some point. And hope we can do a little 2 spots better than 3rd.
That's right. That's right. Well, congrats, man. We'll see you.
All right. Appreciate it.
Yep. That was our 3rd place finisher, Kenneth Pack, in his number 16 Chevrolet, getting it done again in P3. Let's talk with Cam Harris.
It looks like Cam has left the chat. I don't see Cam in there, so we might have to skip Cam.
Cam has left the building. All right, Cam must have had to go get some of that colored Gatorade, that yellow colored Gatorade for his fire suit there. Happens to the best of them. I get it. But it was a good run for Cam nonetheless, finishing in P2, really getting a good long run car there. But our winner is going to be Larry Stubblefield, and I think we need to go ahead and talk to Larry.
We'll
see what his thoughts were on the race.
Larry, Dave in the booth, you got us?
Yep, I got you.
Hey, Larry, hell of a job tonight. It looked like you had class of the field pretty much all night. I know you got shuffled back there at one point. And then the 16, I think the 38 maybe had their issue and put you right back at the top. So congrats on the win. Walk us through your night a little bit.
Just saving tires, running 70% the whole time. That's all you got to do. Just save that right front. It's easy to wear it out and get it too hot, and once you do, it's over.
Yeah, it looked like you and Cam were the best at doing that. Was it difficult to do running out front, or were you just managing the gap to second place? Because we noticed that at times you would start to stretch it out a little bit, and then you would just kind of just creep back to them, and then once they would get within a half second or so, you would kind of just creep back out again.
Yeah, once, like, I think most of the time Ben was right on me, and I think he was trying to emulate how I was trying to save tires. And unless it's the last 20 laps, there's really no reason to have a gap. So if the caution comes out and you don't take tires, you just put 6-second gap on them on your tires, and they don't have that on theirs. So you don't really need to string it out until later in the run.
Well, man, that Night Owl So's Chevy was fast. You were able to win both stages, sweep the stages, win the race. Congratulations on that, man. The floor is yours. Anybody you want to shout out, it's yours.
Well, my family that's watching this, my wife and Night Owl So's, MSM, and SWRN for sure for broadcasting this. Thank you.
Yeah, I believe we're seeing Sarah in the chat there, said that was watching from the sewing room. So,
oh yeah,
yeah. So, man, again, congratulations. Listen, we're gonna send you back to celebrate, and another win here. You're getting it done.
Thank you.
Take care, bud. See ya. That was your winner, Larry Stubblefield, here at the Battle at the Coliseum 300, presented by Autoserv for the Quick Finishers Racing League. Check out Quick Finishers Racing League on Facebook, facebook.com, search QFRL. If you're interested in running in this league or learning more about Sim or about the guys who are in there, you can hit them in the messenger. The admins are really good about communicating and give you all the information you need there. But Dave, I don't know, what are your final thoughts here at Bristol Motor Speedway before we give the rundown?
And that was a fun race. Very entertaining, a lot of action throughout the whole night. But I mean, the big story is Larry Stubblefield, just class of the field by far tonight. And like you said, he's running 70% throughout the most of the race. I bet if the competitors knew that, they wouldn't have liked to probably hear that much. But 70% throughout the race and still dominate and win the race is a great job for Larry. Always a front runner here in QFRL. So congrats to Larry.
Yeah, absolutely. And just a little something, Dave. They all know now.
Yeah, as soon as they watch that back, yeah, they know now.
Absolutely. So your winner tonight was Larry Stubblefield. Second place, Cameron Harris. Third place, Kenneth Pack. With fourth place, James Nelson. Curtis Sauburn finished in fifth. Benny Campbell in sixth. Gregory Robinson seventh. Greg Barnett in the eighth position. Ninth goes to Michael Kerjelak. And 10th goes to Zulu.
11th is going to go to Rada. 12th to Tyrone Yo Jr. 13th to Tyler Nelson. 14th, Nathan Christensen. 15th goes to Michael Bover. 16th, Mark Hollifield Sr. 17th goes to Joshua Siegfried. And rounding out your field, is that 18th? Eric Thornton.
Yep. 19th is James Bowden with Michael Boone rounding out the top 20. Doesn't look like Michael Boone took any laps at all, but like we said earlier, but still gets credited with that 20th place finish. This has been fun. This was the Sim World Racing Network, Quick Finishers Racing League, Cup Series Battle at the Coliseum, presented by Autoserv. We are the Sim World Racing Network. For Dave and I here in the booth, we'll catch you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hit that thumbs up button. We're out of here. See ya.